up, Polish friends? I'm Summer, known as Always Polished, and in this video, I'm bringing you a new to me brand called Beaming Colors. Let me know down in the comments if you've already heard of this brand. Beaming Colors reached out to me to try 10 of her polishes, and I am so glad she did because I have a lot to say about them, but more on that later. This brand was created in June 2023 and is out of Maryland in the United States. Currently, they only ship to the United States, but that's completely reasonable considering how tricky and expensive it can be when shipping internationally, especially when you're first starting out. Beaming Colors is free of 21 harmful chemicals, is considered vegan, and of course cruelty-free. Since this brand is new to me, I'm not just gonna do swatches, I'm also gonna test out its gradient capabilities, both over a white base color and a bare nail. So stay tuned till the end of this video for that testing comparison. I did have some technical difficulties while filming this video. Okay, so my phone is apparently too high-tech, or at least more high-tech than my laptop, because the Swatch pictures I took wouldn't upload to my laptop. So long story short, I have live videos of the colors, but not the pictures. You'll have to go to my Instagram at Always Polish Life to see the swatch photos. All right, are you ready to meet this brand? Keep watching, I'll show you. The 10 polishes from this brand that were sent to me are from various collections and came securely in 2 light green bubble envelopes. Inside each envelope was a light green box with whimsical floral details on the sides. Inside the boxes are the polishes, neatly wrapped with a cute thank you sticker, which I really appreciated. Let's take a closer look at the polishes. We have Hold My Briefcase, Promotion, Privateer, Spice, After Hours, Boogie Nights, Glass Slipper, Legally Pink, Daphne, and Cherry Cola. Before I get to swatching, let's take a closer look at the bottle and the brush. Of course I picked the pink one to look closer at. And at first glance, I noticed the cap. I've seen some people compare these caps to wood, but I kind of see a wine cork. Is that too telling of my personal life? The cap does have that wooden vibe with cute details at the top, and it really makes this brand stand out amongst all the other plain black caps out there. The bottles are square and contain a label with floral details that say Beaming. I love the flower details, they are so adorable. Included in the label is the amount of fluid ounces, which is 0.5, or about 15 mLs, and then at the bottom of the bottle is the name label. This one is Legally Pink. Love that name, but more on the names later. All right, time to check out the brush. And it's that wider style paddle brush that I absolutely live for. These brushes for me make polishing the nails an absolute breeze. It covers the nail with polish in just a few easy swipes, sometimes just one swipe. And there's none of that streaky polishing with a long skinny brush. Sorry, not sorry if the skinny brush is more your speed, but if it is, tell me why in the comments. I'd love to know. All right, already, let's get to swatching. Beneath these stellar polishes, I will be using Orly's Bonder Base Coat. I have an abundance of base coats right now, so I am trying to use just the ones I have opened. My favorite base coat for a longer lasting manicure right now though is ILNP's Lockup. Over my swatches, I'll be using Orly's Second Dry. My favorite top coat for wearing a manicure, however, is actually the Maxis top coat. It's slightly on the thicker side, dries super fast, and is long lasting but doesn't shrink. It's also $18 for a 15 ml bottle, so compared to Orly's Second Dry, which retails for $9 at 18 ml bottles, the Second Dry is my go-to for swatching right now. My left ring finger is usually my swatching nail, but she is really short right now and I'm not great at swatching on shorter nails, so I'm gonna switch it up and utilize my left index finger. That way we can see the sheerness or opaqueness of these polishes. First up is Hold My Briefcase. I dig that name. Hold My Briefcase is a blushing nude with subtle tones of pink, and this formula is gliding on my nail perfectly. I think we have a one coater here. If the rest of the creams are like this, we've got liquid gold in this brand. The second coat only enriches the color, and what a beautiful nude. So many nail art opportunities. Here's the live video I was talking about in my intro, and this shade both demands respect and offers a powerful nude, just as the name suggests. Moving on to Promotion, also a fantastic name. This shade reminds me of milk chocolatey goodness. I wonder if it will melt in my mouth. Just kidding, don't eat nail polish. I have a feeling I will be sounding like a broken record for the majority of these swatches because this shade is also rich and creamy and is definitely opaque on that second coat. Here's the Indoor Live because even though I'm in Florida, I have a lot of shade in my backyard from this beautiful oak tree we have, so I don't have a lot of sun for pictures and videos. Privateer is next, and I would describe this polish as a brown with just a hint of burnt orange. Kind of like some leather pirate boots, if you know what I'm talking about. Another buttery formula that is definitely opaque in two coats, and I am loving the lack of streakiness in these formulas so far. Makes for easy polishing. This is a great fall color and would also be a great consistency for reverse stamping art, like a tree trunk or something. Spice is our fourth swatch, and I dub thee a rich, true brown. I've been looking for a brown like this to wear in the fall or just whenever I'm feeling classy, and none of the browns I currently have really fit that, so I'm so glad to have this polish. And another shade, opaque in two coats. And throw some off-white Argyle stamping on this shade and a matte top coat, and you have adorable fall nail art. This next shade is After Hours, and to me, that name just promises a dark mystery. And I am not disappointed when I start swatching. Look at this deep cherry brown, another shade that reminds me of chocolate. Maybe I need a snack. Definitely opaque in two coats, and Chef's Kiss, love it. And I love that these shades are true to their bottle selves when they hit the nail. Go on and get down, because Boogie Nights is next, and there's really no other name for this topper, although my live will show you that it's totally wearable on its own. Boogie Nights, I would say, is about 95% gold hex glitters of different sizes with stars mixed in, and 5% Bam in Your Face holographic medium hex glitters. The consistency flows well, and once my bottle isn't as full, it'll be easier to get some of those stars on the brush as well. Are you seeing how bright and shiny these glitters are? There's a 70s club about 30 minutes from my house, and I think I found the polish I'll be wearing if I ever make the time to go dancing there. Spoiler alert, glass slipper is my fave. I was really into neons about 2 years ago, but I am all about these delicate ethereal shades right now. So this one surprised me. I thought it was silvery white micro glitters in a light pinkish base, but look at this swatch. I see blue, purple, and even some orange. There's definitely some holographic micro glitters hidden in there, which just elevates this polish even more to the top of my list. The second coat deepens the opaqueness and keeps that nail line showing, which I think is brilliant, but if you wanted this shade opaque, skip the 4 coats and use instead a base coat like Maniology's Milk Base Coat. Use my code ALWAYS10 for 10% off of all your Maniology purchases. Legally Pink is next, and that is probably my favorite name out of the bunch. This bubblegum pink glides onto the nail so smoothly, and we have a true one-coat wonder here. But I'm still going to show this Elwood's approved polish in 2 coats. One thing I've noticed with these polishes is they haven't flooded my cuticles, and I bring that up because when my nails are short, it's like I've forgotten how to polish them, and I end up making many mistakes while swatching or polishing that have to be removed with acetone. And I haven't had to redo a single swatch or had that issue while making this video, so that is really saying something about this brand's formula and brush. Grab a Scooby snack because Daphne is next. Daphne is a beautiful lavender purple, and once again, we have a one-coat wonder. I can see this color being used in dainty lavender nail art, reverse stamping, or with some white simple stamping over it. The second coat only solidifies the rich lavender color, and I am starting to be really curious about how long these polishes will last, because I normally do really thin coats to make my manicures last longer, but these coats come out a little on the thicker side. Not gloopy, just not super water-like, so I'm curious to see if that has an impact on the wear time. Head over to my Instagram at AlwaysPolishLife after this video to see the wear test in progress. Last but certainly not least is Cherry Cola, and I'm not tempted to eat this one like some of the others because I actually gave up soda a year ago. Do you drink soda? What's your favorite? Comment down below. I would call this one more of a crelly than a true cream or jelly, and she is a beautiful and bright go get 'em red. Cherry Cola would probably be perfect as the inner circular gradient portion of that radial gradient trend. Is that what it's called? Maybe, I don't know. It's got the light pink as the outer circle. Anyways, I am so impressed this far, but let's move on to the gradient test. As promised, I will be doing both a gradient over white polish and a gradient on a nail with just a sheer base coat. Since the polishes are so consistent in formula, I only picked Legally Pink and Daphne to try the gradient with. I use makeup wedges for my gradients, but let me know in the comments if you use something different. First dabs are looking good starting out. No disappointment on the second dabs, and I think the non-white nail is looking really good so far. Okay, on this third dab with the white nail, I went in for a final dab and messed it up. Wah wah. So I ended up doing a fourth dab. This wouldn't have happened if I didn't go in for that last dab because the polish by this point naturally was drying on the makeup wedge. Okay, let's peel off that liquid latex and get these cleaned up. And for once in my life, I have to say I like the non-white gradient better. Why waste time with an extra step of laying down the white base color if we're gonna get a beautiful opaque gradient without it? Okay, but important question. What's the price point for this luxury brand? Are you ready for this? $10 to $12 per 15 ml bottle. I know. Get into this brand right now because this is an amazing price point considering the quality. My final thoughts are this is a must-have brand, and I can't wait to see what creative polishes are available to us in the new collection coming out in June. I am so impressed with this brand, from the lids to the brush, the easy to work with formulas, and the colors we have to choose from, not to mention the floral branding because I just love florals and flowers. Let me know in the comments what you think about this indie brand and if you'll be purchasing from Beaming Colors anytime soon, or if you already have. Head over to my Instagram at alwayspolishlife to see which shade I picked to perform the wear test on. Connect with me on Instagram in between videos, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, stay polished, my friends.